Hi, welcome to Infonet360.com. This is Kiran, and today's topic is about making single page resume. Yes, no matter whether you're a fresher or an experienced guy, and having a single page resume is nowadays very important for you all, right? So, what exactly the core objective of making single page resume is to have your complete abstract or your experience, everything, your high level information about you and your core competences, everything into one single page that makes sense, and let recruiter see your complete skills into one page. So why again one page, right? So nowadays no one is not much caring about multiple pages, and they are trying to understand you, to get your first impression about you in a single page. So today's objective is to make a single page resume, and I'm going to take you through my own resume so that it will give you a good example, I believe, right? Let's get into the topic. So this is my resume, how I made as a single page. Of course, it continues with my detail page. So, but let me explain. The first page is my single page resume, where I have kept the complete abstract about my total experience, total education, and area of expertise, everything together summarized into one single page, right? So what I did was I have chosen a Word application, Microsoft Word, to construct my single page resume. This is a more convenient tool for anyone to construct their single page resume. And so the initially what I used is I have used few shapes here, like rectangle, circle, and in which I've kept my photograph. And it is very important just to understand your presence or your appearance, right? And try to put your professional photos, not fancy photos, right? Of course. And then your name, so try to put a full name here instead of short name, because since my name is so long, so I kept it a short name here. And show here the total experience you're carrying in our total years of experience, and how exactly in a single sentence explain how exactly you can be a part of an organization and what kind of value addition you can bring in by joining or by associating with the organization. So this is what exactly catches the recruiter's attention towards your resume. See, here I have mentioned solving business enterprise problems using technologies. So here I have business sense, at the same time I have technologist sense. So this is where I really fit into. So that's why I kept a sentence like solving business enterprise problems using technologies. So you can have your own sentence, your own way of constructing it, and try to put the sentence in more simple way, and also try it more meaningful for your resume, right? And on right side at the very header level, this is basically the header part. I kept my contact details, and then my email, the Skype ID. If someone wants to really contact me, then immediately they can go with my contact details. This is very high level abstract about my complete single page resume. So this is very important part, right? So the header part is so important. So here I kept my image and my name and my total years of experience and what I can do for an organization, and then my contact details. So this is very important. Make sure you do it right. And the second part, again, I have divided the complete page into two parts. One is completely a graphical representation of my skills, competencies, expertise, and all, and the second side of it is completely a text, right? So try to reduce or try to not use as much as text possible here, but try to keep the text which is more explains about your skills or area of interest or expertise and everything, right? So let me take you through both the parts. So What I did here was I have used the inbuilt features of Microsoft Word. So as I said, at the header level I have used shapes, and here also I've used some kind of shapes and smart art feature, right? So using smart art feature I have constructed this old resume, right? And try to put some colors also, not so fancy colors, just simple colors, right? So first of all, what I did here was I have explained my areas of expertise. So what are all areas where I'm completely expertise? Okay, so I'm expertise in innovation, adding any kind of innovation solutions for a business and bringing a better user experience for users or for organization or stakeholders of the company. And the automation, this is very important, and in 20th century this is what is going on. So automations, you should compete with the technology and the automation, right? And also what are all expertises I have, right? Quality, how I can improve quality, delivery, cost for an organization. So these are all the areas explains what exactly am I experienced into a particular core pillar or core area, right? And then I have explained about area of interest. Okay, see, this is where I'm experienced, okay, where I have done so much before, and this is what I'm trying to do or my interests are, right? So this is very crucial that the recruiter will understand and try to fit you into a right position or right area where you can really deliver good results, right? So basically I have given a sentence, say a title, how to reduce operation cost by 20%. This is what the challenge I am really interested in and I can take up, right? So, and also I have explained how I'm going to do or execute this reduction of 20% cost, operation cost, right? So I mentioned studying current state and future state value stream. So try to do like this. So try to explain all points in point form. So here I've kept as a list the 4 points, and also if you can observe I have highlighted, kept few words into bold. So these are called keywords. Okay, keywords are very important, where it gives immediate attention out of your complete text, right? So what I'm trying to do here is studying is one of my core competencies. Okay, it says that I'm a deep learner or deep observer, or I will go in deep about any topic, not just high level observation, right? And it says the current state and future state value stream. So value stream is something that involves into your process or explains about your complete process. And then implementing the right technology, as I mentioned earlier. So I am having the business sense as well as technology sense. So here I'm mentioning, okay, what are my core interests are, like implementing, okay, maybe something which is already exists. Okay, I'm really fit into not just doing everything new, I'm also good at discovering something and bringing in and matching to the current requirements. So that is where I'm expertise implementing the right technology solution. So there are maybe multiple options, so I'm good at choosing the right option for the organization. This is what I'm good at, right? And then solution to identify the reduce 7 ways. Okay, basically I'm since I came from the manufacturing industry, so it explains what are all 7 ways in general. So even if you are from software background, you can explain what type of programming you can perform, whether it's a web technologies or a mobile or a desktop application or embedded applications, you can mention over here. And then improving the supply process and skills to achieve the target efficiencies. So basically every organization looks for the results, not just what exactly you're doing. So this is where I really can grab the attention of the recruiter, right? Okay, improving is okay, so I cannot say improved, so I'm improving. So it is a continuous evolving process, not just stops at what particular age or a particular period, right? And then designing and development workflows to improve the productivity. Okay, so here I have used efficiencies, productivities is a key term. So this is what every organization looks into a particular person, right? And then I mentioned what are all certifications I have, right? Of course you may have multiple certification, you try to pick the core, and also you can change your resume based on the job you are applying for or the company where currently they are looking for, right? So you can customize it time to time based on your application and the company, right? So here I mentioned what are all certifications I'm having. So this is the first part or first column of the entire first single page resume. So hope you have understood. So I can also explain you how I did these graphics here, right? So as I mentioned, I have used existing tools like so you just go to insert menu. Here you have shapes, multiple shapes, you can use those shapes. And coming to this is completely a smart art feature. Again, you can go to insert smart art. So here you can pick the right smart art for you to explain about what exactly you're trying to tell or try to insert in your document. Okay, and coming to on right side, so as I mentioned, try to reduce as much as possible without text. Okay, try to show the graphical representation, but what I planned is 20% of my complete resume with some kind of graphics which gives some kind of abstract visual representation of my skills, and the rest as a text. So the 80% is completely text, the 20% is completely some kind of graphics or visual representation. So, and also here I have mentioned industries or domain expertise. So what are all industries or where I have worked earlier and how many years I have worked there, and what kind of key implementations or key terminologies you can mention here. Like I have mentioned ITIS operations, management information systems, ERPs, WMS, QMS. So these are different kinds of module solutions with which I have worked earlier, and also the training and career development, software development, and IT retail. So, and also I mentioned how many years I have served for such industries and domains where I have worked with. So this is how you can explain, okay, this is what where I have earlier done, right? Or your related to your work, and also you can explain what type of roles you have performed, right? So basically by seeing this, recruiter definitely will understand. You need not explain detail, okay, so what kind of activities you have done. So your role titles, the terminology itself explains what you have done or what kind of core activities you have done before. Of course you can explain in detail when there is a face-to-face interview or telephonic interview, but here you try to keep as much as possible keywords. Right here I've mentioned MIS specialist, management information system specialist. It means I do a lot of reports and converting raw data sets into an information, and also the business analyst. So this is what I'm really fit in, and the service delivery lead, solution architect, software developer, and even operations manager. So these are all roles I have performed earlier or during my tenure, right? And so here you can also mention, okay, if you're a freshers, let's say you might have done a lot of projects or you might have involved into projects, so you can mention, okay, what are all roles you have played or there are for those projects. And then the skills, right? So what are all my core skills I have mentioned here, like problem solving, solutions using lean concepts and IT, and the project management, service delivery management, and designing and development of software application. This is what my core skills, like converting, understanding the problem, constructing a solution, and then turning a solution into a constructive way using software application. So, and then you can mention the achievements. So what are all achievements you have done during your tenure? Okay, you can highlight even here. So what are all the keywords which really talks about your achievements, like I mentioned, implemented about 49 business applications. This is where what I really achieved during my 13 years of tenure or journey. And then digitized the complete manufacturing process, like dock-to-dock operations, for improved information accuracy. So this is what really matters: improved information accuracy. So it means something which is not right. And using the digitized concept I have set, and now it is more accurate. And then analytics and technology dependent operation management. So nowadays everyone should switch to technology to run their business into profit. So that's what I have mentioned here. And then transformed Excel based business operations to centralized systems using control room concept, which reduced 20% of operations cost to the company. So one of the good point here I'm trying to tell you is try to explain your achievements in terms of numbers, not just words. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to explain or describe over here, right? Reduce 20% of operations cost. This is what really a result oriented representation of your context or into your resume. And then implemented manual to automated forecast system, which reduce 80% of process time. See, I have done something and it gave us the results, and this is what the results. So this is what really the recruiter sees. Okay, let's say if you are a freshers, you can say something that we have completed the project much before than the target line. So that is one of the achievement. And you can say that you have completed a lot of certifications while you are doing your education. That is one of your achievements. So, and you can say, okay, I'm running some kind of blogs or websites or knowledge repository, something which is helpful for the people, so that you can show it here as an achievement. This shows that your abilities or your involvement towards your tenure or your journey, right? And then designing and development of medical coding. This is where I have worked for some kind of healthcare client. So I have mentioned healthcare and the revenue cycle management related systems. So, and finally that the core competencies. I mean, how are you competent when they compare with their existing resources on their own companies or maybe outside? Okay, so what are all your core competencies? Let's say whenever you try to represent yourself, they always find something or what are competencies in you, like technology, innovation, process automation. These are all competencies. Okay, I'm competent if someone having the same skill set in an organization. Okay, so he can compete process automation related activities when he or she associate with other person or in a team, right? And critical and creative thinking. Okay, right. So critical and creative thinking, I just wanted to show one image, right? So basically everyone will have this image. Is excellent representation, and it tells you why we need a single page resume, right? So knowledge is something that each circle over here, I can say dots, just says, okay, I have knowledge on multiple areas. So having just a knowledge is not enough. Okay, just scattered in a complete area here, a rectangular area. Whereas experience is how these particular knowledges or different areas which are get connected each other, right? So see here you can say a semantic or systematic way of arranging your knowledge items and connecting each other, and then explaining, okay, how your experience will help to solve different kinds of problems. Okay, we are into a right area now, creativity, right? So your single page resume represents your knowledge, your experience, and the creativity that you have. Okay, how you are explaining your complete resume or yourself into a single page is very important. That is where the creativity comes in. See, I have different knowledges and I have experience too, but how I'm trying to represent my experience in a right way to attract the people, or to bring the attention of other people, or like recruiters or organization. So this is what it is. Okay, creativity. So this is what I'm trying to explain when it comes to competencies, right? And so here some of the competences, like managing information, like analytics and all, and the problem solving. So finally what I did was I've explained my education background, what are all education qualifications really I'm carrying in. So this is how a complete single page resume looks like, and explains about the complete abstract of your personality, or your skills, your experience, your area of interest. So with this, I feel definitely the recruiter will understand what exactly you have, and how exactly they can keep you in an organization to bring more value additions. Of course, in continue to that particular single page, I have added my detailed resume, where I've explained in detail about my experience, my career, my achievements, my professional skills, my personal details, all that stuff. So and my projects, and what are all roles and responsibilities I'm performing. So basically no one sees this much of text really, because as a recruiter, some point of time I don't like to see or read the complete resume at very beginning, or the first impression. So I always try to go with the single page. Okay, this is what it shows or explains everything about you, right? So that's all, and in my next session I will explain you how you can construct this kind of single page resumes more creatively, and as a different, unique, compared to others. So hope this today's session, this video help you to understand a single page resume, and how to construct what kind of things you can place in your single page resume, and how constructively you can do this. Thank you very much watching this video, and please subscribe this channel, and please don't forget to share or like this video, and please comment if you whatever questions you have, please raise in the comment box below, and please share it, don't forget. Thank you very much. Bye bye.